Sounds too good. I never trust it. Man, this one here is gonna be a little different. This goes back to 2015 when I was 19, 20. Now at that age, I was just figuring out life. I had started working at Walmart, got me a new car, and I started noticing a lot of people at that time, especially a lot of girls, they was coming up out of nowhere, bro. I'd be at work at Walmart. I used to work at Walmart, and a lot of girls used to come up to me. They used to speak. A lot of people just gravitate towards me. I never knew why. I never understood it. It's like, ain't like I'm just this fine dude. You know what I'm saying? But usually with the universe, things happen for a reason. People come to you for a reason. Things happen for a reason. I had a lot of girls come up on me, want to do stuff. They want to hang out. They want to have sex and stuff like that. I'm dead serious, man. I had a girl come on to me one time, and I was doing my work, and she asked me. She said, "Hey, I want to work with you." I was like, "You want to work for Walmart, or you want to work? You want to work with me?" And she was like, "Yeah, I want to work with you. I don't want to work with Walmart." And I said, "Well, put your application in, and I'll see if we can. You know what I'm saying? I'll see if we can get you on." So fast forward, me and that girl started messing around. See how she came to me. So, like I said, a lot of different people come in all colors, Mexican, white, black. It don't matter what color it was. It was just nonstop all the time. And it wasn't like five. It wasn't just like so many girls. It just at least one in every race. Mexican, black, white. You know what I'm saying? They would actually come up to me and start talking. And some of them girls I actually mess with. The ones who actually push for that. So I started thinking to myself, what the F is going on? Do I got some on my back or something do I got a monkey on my back that says pick him, let him? Something was up, man. There be all types of girls. I ain't even had this hair or nothing. You know, some girls they like hair, facial. I ain't had no facial hair. I had the little summer hair, peach fuzz. I ain't had no hair. I had like a temp fade. At the time, Drake was going crazy, so I was rocking the temp fade style. And and now that I'm thinking back on these things, making this video, I'm thinking most of them girls was probably going through some stuff, and they had demons attached to them, so they was probably being coerced into talking to me, even though they probably they mind and body and soul didn't understand why they was trying to talk to me in the first place. It was just something they felt like they had to do, because like I told y'all, only certain people would come up to me, and it wouldn't be like two black girls. It will always be one at a time. It will never be this black girl come holler at me, and then this black girl come holler at me. It'll be like one at a time. And then when that black girl gets feel like she don't want to be with me or some whatever, she's gone. Then a different black girl show up, or this white girl come talk to me. There was never more than one chick. It was always one, and then when it was over with, another one show up. So that's weird. But at this time, I had a very scary dream. I had visions, dreams, horrible dreams. I'm talking about these were nightmares. And for a person like me at that time, where everything was going on with KJ and Kenica and Trayvon Martin, and I was just digging deep in the rabbit hole of conspiracies, looking at things I ain't had no business looking at, listening to music in reverse, trying to figure out if the devil was real. Like I said, yeah, listen to music in reverse, learning the truth about basketball, football, that it's not real. It's just entertainment. entertainment. Got your ass in entertainment. But I was so fascinated with scary things always. Scary stuff didn't scare me. Because like I said, I seen a ghost before, plain as day, like this. Plain as day. I was outside chilling on a trampoline. I don't know how old I was. I been at least 11, 12. And then I was sitting there and I was throwing this ball up and down. And I happened to look up and there was this dude riding his bicycle through the yard. And the way he came in through the backside. His house is back there. It's like a field. But you can't really ride a bike through that field. You have to get off the bike and walk it. I mean, if you had some muscle, you probably push through it. You was going fast enough, you could go through it. But ain't nobody been cutting that grass. My stepdad used to cut that grass, and he'll cut the house that was behind me grass. Cause he stayed, okay, my house is right here. Trampolines right here in the back. And then there's a house, field, and then house. And then there was like a pathway of pine trees. You walk through that pathway, you're gonna step on a bunch of the pine trees, limbs and stuff. You can take that pathway up the whole block until you hit somebody who got a fence in the back of the yard. But you can take that pretty much up the block. And he passed through the grass. I said, "Hey, what you doing?" He didn't say nothing. I ran after him. Now, this how I know it was a ghost. On the side of my stepdad's house, we got 2 cars right there. We always had 2 cars right there. Then drivable cars, you know what I'm saying? They're like the weekend cars. They had them covered up and stuff. But you can't take no bike through there. You have to get off the bike, kind of pick up the bike, because there's bushes on that left side. The car is like closer to the fence line. So you can still get in on that both sides, but we have to cut those bushes that will grow on the left side, because they'll grow. You have to weed eat them things. So he went straight through it. When he turned the corner to go down that where the cars is, I ran after him. I get there. I wasn't that far away. I was probably like 20, 30 yards away from him. By the time I hit the corner, I should be able to see his head going down the hill in the front yard, the little small hill. Didn't see it. I ran some more. I looked up the road first, because if you go down the bypass, it's so many cars going through there. You have to go in that grass way. But you have to jump the curb first. So doing all that, by the time I got there, he would be probably, the back tire should be hitting the curb. No, he was not down there. I ran down that bypass first, because if you could see up the road, you'll see him going up the road. You can see him. So at this age, I was smart. I ran to the bypass first. Look, he ain't down there. And I look up like, what? Where he went? He don't live on this block. Only people who ride bikes through here live here. Or you gonna go through the West Central, which is the main road. You would have rode on them sidewalks, because they got sidewalks over there. Only people who was riding their bikes through those areas lived there. This dude did not live there. So I walked back to the backyard and I heard somebody call my name. Didn't think nothing of it. I thought it was my mama calling me. My mama wasn't there. She wasn't there. It was nobody. It was just me. I went outside to get some fresh air. And I heard it again. Heard somebody call my name. So I go call my mama. I said, "Mama, somebody's calling my name, but I don't see him." And she said to me, this was scaring me as a little kid. She said, "Somebody's calling your name. You don't go looking for it. You don't know what you're going to find. And if ain't nobody around, Somebody call your name, don't worry about it. So I was like, all right. From then on, I hear people say, I hear things, but they won't say my name. They won't say my name at all. But I got off subject, but I just want to share that story right there about me seeing a ghost. I had a vision, a scary dream where I had a vision seeing my dream play out in third person. So what that means was, in my dream, I was sleeping. I could see myself sleeping, like me in real life, and I'm standing up beside the bed. And I look outside my room door. I see me sleeping. I see me turned over, sleeping. And I look out the window, and my daddy's driveway. Everything's still the same. This is why this dream doesn't make any sense. Everything was exactly the way it was. My room, outside, the house, everything's still the same. And I see a man with a long coat, with a coat hat, with the top hat. He had a cane, and then he had a dog, a little black dog. Black dog was sitting, and he was staring. He was just sitting there looking at my window. So I couldn't see his face at all. Everything was just like a black silhouette. He wasn't that tall of a man. He's probably like 5'10", 5'11". He wasn't overly tall. So I'm looking, and I'm steady looking, and then the dream cuts out. It's like on the back of my body now. Dream cuts out. But this time, it's as if I feel myself raising up in the bed. I'm raising up. I'm raising up. This shit felt real, bro. Like 100%. I never told nobody this story. I felt myself raising up. And then I opened my eyes. I'm about to cry. This shit's so scary. I'm raising up in the bed, and this thing, around my bed, my covers and stuff still the same. I'm telling y'all, everything's the way it is. And there's fire burning. I'm raising up like this, and I can't move. I'm just screaming. I'm yelling out, "Help me! Somebody help me, please!" So I'm just steady asking. And then I finally said, "God, please help me. Please." Back to normal. I woke up. I didn't go back to sleep. I cried out for the Lord to help me, and He helped me. And people say we have people who doubt, non-believers and stuff like that. I cried out for this, for this guy, for this man to help me. Man, woman, the Lord. I cried out for Him to help me, to shield me from my enemies, and the fire stopped. I'm back in my bed. And fellas, you two, women, ladies, gentlemen, I know for sure, 100%, I was floating in there. I ain't just see this like I was in a state of mind. I was in a paralyzed state. You know how you wake up and you can't move? I was down there floating in the air. I was floating. I couldn't move. But what I was seeing visually, my room was on fire. And it wasn't no little small little fires. These fires was like roaring flowers. It was roaring. It's like it was just growing. But I wasn't burning. I wasn't burning at all. I just was surrounded by fire. And I cried out for help. Cried and cried and cried. But nobody would answer me. Then I cried out for the Lord, and I said, "God, please help me. save me from my enemies. I said it just like that. And everything stopped. Back in the bed, it's like I woke up, but I was already awake. You said, how you know you was already awake? My covers were messed up. I ain't had no covers. My door was closed. I wasn't in shock as you wake up from a bad dream. I wasn't as in shock, even though this is the worst dream I ever had in a day of my life. I was already awake. I didn't know I was awake. I was already awake. So usually you have a bad dream, you're sweating. I'm talking about horrible dreams. Everybody had nightmares, bad dreams. This wasn't no fucking nightmare. This was like reality. This shit was too real. And I couldn't wake up. No matter how hard I tried, I could not wake up from this dream. I couldn't. I'm having a dream where I'm seeing myself sleeping in the bed and I'm looking out the window and I see a black silhouette and a dog. What was that? I can draw the picture right now, show you what it looks like. I will never forget it. Never forget it. And I tell these people these dreams, some people do not want to hear this. They're scared. But I'm not scared because whatever it was wiped clean away from me. They didn't have no chance. They wasn't strong enough. So for all the people say we've been questioning God for these past few years, there is a God and he's real. But it's in the spiritual world where we can't see, where we can't go. Like I said, I told y'all we are energy. We can't go there. We can't go there. Not right now. Not in this flesh. This ain't nothing but flesh. This ain't real. Our conscience, our mind, and all that stuff is real. That's who we are. It's just like, suppose I come out my body and I'm a ghost. The way I do things is gonna be the same. The way I act is gonna be the same, but the way I look is probably not gonna be the same. And my mannerisms is gonna be the same. I'm placed in this. You can put me somewhere else. Me somewhere else. I'm be the same way. That's who I am. This is just a vessel. They show it to us on these movies all the time. I need a new body or I'm gonna die. Transferring their souls. That's what they're trying to do right now. They're trying to figure out how to transfer their souls into bots, androids, cyborgs, so they can live forever. Which they may end up doing, but once you do stuff like that, you're not going to retain who you actually are 100%. No, that's evil ways. That's not what God intended us to be. Our soul's supposed to die. When our body dies off, our soul's supposed to move on. When our body dies off, our souls are not supposed to be transferred to another vessel. It's supposed to move on. So that was probably one of the scariest dreams I ever had. I don't experience supernatural things like that. That was one of them to me that was supernatural. Saying that ghost was supernatural. I remember one time I was broke as a joke. Needed some gas money, and I didn't know where I was going to get it from. My daddy was tired of giving me gas money. I was just a mess at that time, just running around, running the streets. And then I happened to come out from Walmart. I don't know what I went to Walmart for. But I came out of Walmart. My dad didn't give me this money. My brother, nobody gave me this money because I parked the car, the truck where you can't really notice it, not in front of the main door spots. I park like on the garden side. I get to the truck and I happen, some told me to look down. I don't know. Every time I used to look down, some that told me, look down, Ty. I look down, there's $55 shoved under the tire. Like somebody put it there. I asked my dad if he put the money there. He said no. My brother, nope, I ain't put it there. Who put this money here? $55. It was two 20s and a 10 and a 5. I still remember it. It was two 20s, a 10, and a 5. Like shoved under the tire. So that way, when you look, you had to look real good to see this. And someone told me to look down there at this and see this money. I picked it up, looks like, whoa, and I started looking around. There was a Mexican next to me, and I said, hey, you dropped some money? He said, no, Espanol, no, not me, money in my pocket. I said, oh, shoot. Who did this? Mama ain't do it. Nobody did. I said, don't worry about it. I know who did it. That's not the first time I found money on the ground like that. I found, when I was a 12-year-old, I found some money on the ground before. Now, like I told y'all, this is how I know. I looked, my family, my mama, my stepdad, my little brother was walking, and I was walking behind them. And they said I was walking with my head down. I was not walking with my head down. I was looking at the store. And then, like I said, it's as if somebody grabbed my head slightly and just pushed it down. I looked down, money on the ground, rolled up in a rubber band. Four 20s, 2, 4, 6, 8. I had $80. Rolled up in a rubber band. Now, they walked past the money, and I looked, and I seen the money rolled. I scooped it up, took it out the rubber bands. I counted it, made sure it was real, and I said, Mama, I found some money on the ground. And she was like, what? I said, I found some money on the ground right here. Y'all walk straight past it. She said, boy, you always got your head down. That's why you seen it. And she was like, well, since you got you some money, you could buy you some school stuff for that. I bought me a book bag and a pair of shoes. Jordan book bag and some Jordan shoes. It's as if they mind was so focused on something else that with me being behind them just slightly and somebody pushing my head down to look down to see some money, that's happened twice. Now, I done found money all type on the ground, all types of stuff, but usually this money I would find would be other people's money, not just ask around and see who dropped some money. But I done found money on the ground so many times. You say that's luck. That ain't no fucking luck. Find $80 on the ground, rolled up in rubber bands, or the money on the tire shoved under the tire, like somebody put it right there so I can see it because the truck was locked. In the front tire at that. So when you get in the car and you looking down, you see the money. I cried out for help, and I got help. I got saved. And this is 2015. This is 2025 now. It's been 10 years. We don't know what's been going on since then. We can't see this stuff. All we can see is manipulations. We can see that through people. We can see that through them. There's no direct communication to that side of the world. We can't see that. There's no direct communication. And don't even try it. You try, you may open up all types of things. We don't have no direct answer. Everybody think they do because they read all these fucking books and stuff like that. There is no direct answer to anything. We won't never know. All we can see is signs like that. I see the signs of the money. My dreams. I was saved in my dreams, not just that one dream, many dreams. I was saved from certain type of women. Like I told y'all, they'll come on to me, and I don't know, and it will never be one or two or three girls. It'll be only one at a time. I wouldn't be overwhelmed by three or four white girls, three or four black girls, three or four Mexicans. It would be one of each, and then they all came in different shapes and sizes. Real people. But like I said, something gave them a motive to come after me. And one word, and she screwed my life up. So just imagine if I would have got one of them other girls, it would have been the same thing. Screwing my life up. So if you don't think that stuff real, don't worry about it. But stuff like that got me emotional. So if we had any bad dreams, either write it down or tell somebody. Because you keep a hold of it, you're gonna keep worrying about it. I done wrote it down, I done told people. But I'm telling y'all what I experienced and why I'm a firm believer in the higher power. You got it? Peace.